It in. Hi, what's going on, family? How are y'all doing? We're here. We're in the house. We're in the house. I need a toothpick. I need a damn toothpick. I just had some damn lemon pepper wings from Wingstop. Get the toothpick. So, how is everybody doing? Right here, live on the Tariq Elite Ustream Show, family. How is everybody doing? We're here, and we're ready to rock out with the cock out. You feel me? I got the Schoolhouse Rock shirt. How many of y'all remember this from back in the day? That Schoolhouse Rock. How many of y'all remember that? Oh, man. We are here. And let me see. We got a lot of folks up in the chat room. We're coming in the room heavy. The room is piling up as we see. Waiting on the room to get full. A lot of folks are calling in already. We're going to get this thing popping. For those who don't know, the phone number is 818-850-5404. I have you call in late. I'm not going to take calls right now. I'll take them in a few minutes. Just want to see what's going on with the room and see how everybody's doing. Oh, yeah. Y'all remember that Schoolhouse Rock? Schoolhouse Rock was the business back in the day. Man, that's how we learn how to get our English correct. That's how we learn how to get our words and everything in order. Yeah, that Schoolhouse Rock was not a joke. And it had some swag to it. It had swag to it, so that's why we rock with it. I remember they had one black one that was Verb. How many of y'all remember that? They had one called Verb. I used to watch them joints on Saturday every morning. Hold on, let me... How many of y'all remember that?
Conjunction, junction.
How many of y'all remember that?
Function.
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction. How's that function?
I got 3 favorite cards that get most
What y'all
of
know
my
about
job
that?
done.
Conjunction, junction.
What y'all know about that?
Function.
I got and, but, and, or. They'll get
Boy,
you
that was
pretty
the
far.
joint right there, man.
And that's an
That was the joint right there. How many of y'all remember this one? Hold on.
Whew, you sure gotta climb a lot of steps to get to this Capitol.
How many of y'all remember that one? Hold on.
Well, I wonder who that sad little scrap of paper is.
I'm just
A bill,
Yes, I'm
only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital.
Oh, that was the
city.
joint. That brings me back. But this was the OG one right here, man. You got to be a G to remember this one right here.
I get my thing in action.
That's Verb. That's the black one. They had a black kid in that one.
I put my heart in action.
Oh, that was the joint right there. So we taking a trip down memory lane. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was the joint back then. That's when cats had to get up on Saturday to watch cartoons. That's when dudes had to get up on Saturday to watch cartoons back in the day. That was back in the 70s and 80s. That was back in the 70s and 80s. Back in the day. We had to get up and we watched that, and then we turn on the other cartoon channels and bump this on their ass. What's that from? How many of y'all remember the Smurfs? The OG Smurfs. Not that CGI. We had the OG Smurfs. Those were the jams. Where are my old school people? We got to get up to the old school people. We got to give it up to the old school people today. Now, if you're really An OG with it. Y'all remember this? If you're OG, hey, who's that?
It's
Fat Albert.
And I'm gonna sing a song for you.
You gotta be OG to know this one.
You'll have some fun now with me.
He said I watched this first of the one.
Learning from each other.
Why we do our thing? Hey. Oh, Fat Albert was the joint, man. Nigga, y'all remember Fat Albert was deep. Y'all remember on Fat Albert, where my old school people? Because some of these Saturday morning cartoons would get kind of heavy. There was an episode of, and this is a Saturday morning cartoon. Fat Albert, do y'all remember the episode of Fat Albert where Fat Albert was selling drugs for somebody? There was an episode where this is a Saturday morning cartoon. I'm old. Yes, I am. Nigga, you old. Yes. Nigga, there was an episode of Fat Albert where Fat Albert was selling dope. Y'all remember that? Am I lying? Fat Albert was slinging them things. Somebody. Oh, man. Man, this is a Saturday morning. This is those cartoons were gangster back in the day. This is a Saturday morning cartoon, and somebody talked Fat Albert into selling some dope. Because he was a big, fat, dumb motherfucker. Fat Albert didn't know shit. He supposed to be from the hood, but Fat Albert didn't have no street smarts. Oh, man, Rudy was a player. They had Rudy. Everybody's favorite character was Rudy because Rudy was mackish as hell. Rudy would walk like a player. He was OG with it. But I'm going to get on that. Knight the Honor. I answer that in 1 second. I'll get on that in a second. But Fat Albert was selling dope. Somebody talked him into delivering packages. And he didn't know what the packages were. I'm going to look that episode up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on, Fat Albert. Selling drugs. I'm going to look that episode up. But I remember that as a kid. Fat Albert was slinging them damn bricks. Somebody talked Fat Albert into slinging them things. I'm like, Fat Albert is a dumb motherfucker. It's called Busted. Hold on, Fat Albert. Let me see. Fat Albert Busted. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Fat Albert Busted. Oh, they got one where Fat Albert was in jail. Line original subject cartoon. Where's the one where he was slinging them things? I gotta look it up. Busted. Backwards Busted. Hold on. Let me see if this is the one. Oh, this is some other shit. Okay, I gotta find that one where he was selling them things. All right. But we in here, everybody. We are in here. We are in here. And don't forget, man, this next Saturday, I will be in Chicago. Next Saturday, family. Next Saturday, I will be in Chicago. We're doing a lecture. Be chopping up game at the Black Women's Expo. So you guys be sure to join me in Chicago next Saturday afternoon. I think I go on at like 5, and we're going to have our booth selling the DVDs and shirts and all that. So you can come get some Tariq Elite gear. There's going to be a lot of vendors in the venue at the Black Women's Expo at the, what is the address? Let me find the address for everybody real quickly. It's going to be fun. What's the weather like in Chicago right now? What is the weather like out there? It's going to be at the, what's the name of the venue? At the McCormick, what's that name? What's the name of the venue? Hold on, what's the name of the venue? at McCormick Place. I think it's at McCormick Place. It's like a big hotel. I think it's downtown Chicago. McCormick Place. I think that's the name of it. McCormick Place. And let me see. Let me let y'all know some of the people that's going to be there. It's going to be Dr. Sherry Blake on Saturday. She's on a lot of those Atlanta shows where she's giving marital advice. Real thorough sister. Wonderful sister. Keisha Knight Pulliam from The Cosby Show. Speaking of Fat Albert. She's going to be there. Little Mo is performing from R&B Divas. A lot of folks. Bill Duke, great film director. Bill Duke is going to be there doing his thing. So Saturday is going to be action-packed. Real good stuff on Saturday. Let me give you guys the link so you guys can join us. What's up, Ola? Shout out to Ola. My man Ola's in the house. Can y'all see that link? Make sure that I allow links. Can you guys see that link? Where's Uncut? Let me see. Ola's in the house. Uncut, are you in here? That's the address, right, Ola? It's McCormick Place, 2301 South Chicago, Illinois. South something. Hold on. I'm allowing links. Hold on. Okay, South Martin Luther King Drive, Chicago. So here's the link so you guys can get tickets. You can get tickets for the whole weekend or you can get tickets for Saturday when I'm going to be on. And we're going to have a ball up there, man. We're going to have a ball in Chicago. We're going to probably go out again. Will y'all please, what my Chicago people, can y'all please direct us to a nice club spot and no crime-ridden place. Oh, Chicago got some dimes, man. Beautiful sisters in Chicago. You gonna be there? That's what's up. You got your ticket? I would love to come to Detroit, man. I would love to come to Detroit and do a lecture, man. Let's get talk to the promoters and let's make it happen. Yeah, so no Sawtooth. Any club, please don't tell me about no damn Sawtooth. Any clubs that's like Sawtooth. The Shrine on Saturday, Logic the King. How's the Shrine? Yes, Keisha Knight Pulliam looks very good. She's beautiful. Yes, it does, Brian. So y'all need to be in the place. That's the link right there, everybody. Get your tickets to join us this Saturday. We're going to have a ball in Chicago. And let me thank everybody before we get really, really into some ism. Let me thank everybody who helped make Hidden Colors 4, the Kickstarter campaign, a great success. We reached our goal. Let me thank all of you, because most of the people here are the main ones who supported the Kickstarter campaign. So let me thank all of you, the family here, who join me every week on Ustream. I'd like to thank you, first of all, and thank everybody else who contributed. Our goal, we finished with $135,000. That's amazing. Black is truly back, family. Black is back. Black is definitely back. So, we're going to make Hidden Colors 4 really pop off. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. We're going to do a lot of reenactment scenes. There's a lot of fly stuff that we want to do with Hidden Colors 4. So, again, I'd like to thank everybody who got involved. Excuse me. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters in London. Last week, again, I had a ball in London. We had a ball out there. Everybody's still talking about my lecture that I had out there. People absolutely loved it. People are still talking about it. They came back so empowered from coming to that lecture, and I thank everybody for coming out. Shout out to brothers and sisters over at Back to Black Empire. Shout out to my man Molly and his queen, Angie. Yes, indeed. So we're going to really make that pop off. Well, Bobby Hemmett is kind of out for a minute. Bobby Hemmett had a stroke, so Bobby's not really, doing his thing. You dig? And speaking of people in the knowledge community. Shout out and rest in peace for brother Dr. Ben Yosef Ben Yakinen. Shout out to Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben has joined the ancestors. You know, we talk a lot about brother Dr. Ben. So Dr. Ben passed last week. So, you know, rest in power to the elder Dr. Ben. And with Hidden Colors 4, I really want to use his energy and take it to the next level. Rip to that, RIP to that brother. I want to take Dr. Ben's energy and implement that energy all through Hidden Colors 4, because we're going to talk a lot about Africa in Hidden Colors 4. We're going to really get into Africa, the past, present, and the future. We're going to get into that real heavy. So that's going to be a real good treat. And Dr. Ben, this brother dedicated, 60 years of his life, probably more. This brother, Dr. Ben, was one of the OG people talking about Africa and the truth about Africa. He's been doing it. So I really wish that we take care of our elders a little better. I really don't like the way, I don't like to see our elders go out in nursing homes not being on top of their game like they should, or just not being taken care of like they should. And this is why I was so critical of the so-called conscious community. This is why, and I still am. That's why I've been so critical of the so-called, and I'm talking about some of these new people, the older people who are really the conscious community. They looked out for the brother for the most part. But a lot of these new folks out here who's slanging and bootlegging all of his shit, I just don't like the way that went down. I don't like it at all. All these Hotep niggas, I don't like it. They slanging his bootleg DVDs left and right, but my man was in a nursing home struggling. He didn't have the medical care that he needed for a minute. For those who don't know, I sent money out there to pay for a lot of the medical bills myself personally, and I've said this before, not saying it to brag, but I just say some of these Kundalini energy ass niggas out here who's always hollering about Mac and this, Mac and that. Well, the Mac can help one of the elders who wasn't getting help from all the Kundalini niggas. You dig? So that's why I kind of get in. I'm not going there tonight. I'm not going there tonight. But that's one of the reasons why I've been very critical of some of these triple darkness Egyptian musk niggas. You dig? There's a lot of talking, but it's not a lot of doing. And I'm in the doing business. I'm not about all this talking and running mouths. I'm all about getting stuff done. But like I said, man, in Hidden Colors 4, we're going to talk a lot about Africa. Pretty soon, in the next few weeks, I will probably go over to Gambia. I've been hearing, when I was in Britain, I heard so much stuff. These brothers were hyping me up on Gambia so much. So I got to go over there and see what's going on. I got to go over there and visit. So I want to go over to Gambia pretty soon and do some filming and just chopping it up and talking and vibing with the brothers and sisters over there. Because again, we're going to have to start connecting with each other internationally. I've made a lot of great contacts with brothers and sisters over in Europe. And I want to go back and forth there. I want to do more lectures there. Oh yeah, the Gambian president, man, that brother's a G for real, man. I got so much respect for that brother. I've seen some interviews with him, and he's a G. He's a G with it, brother. So yeah, it's time for us to really start reaching out on a global level. And I'm just going to have to start showing by example, because I've been to Africa a few times, but I really want to go and just really vibe and just reach out, just like we went over to Europe, been reaching out to brothers and sisters there. I'm probably going back to Amsterdam sometime this year. They want to have me back. I had 3 sold out lectures over there. So we're going to start having to reach out globally with brothers and sisters. Oh, look, all that old Ebola bullshit, dude, that shit don't scare me. I think a lot of that is propaganda. You dig? That's another thing. They start throwing that Ebola stuff out there to scare us from going to the motherland. All right, let's just be very clear. They keep throwing all that Ebola shit out there, and basically that's to scare you from going to some of these African countries. Now, there is Ebola in some places, but according to the Western media, the minute you get off the plane, you're going to fall out from Ebola if you go to Africa, and that's just not the case. So we're going to have to start reaching out, and I'm going to have to start showing by example. You dig? And like I said on Instagram earlier, is it me or is there like a Coonathon going on? There's been a lot. I'll get on Alex Jones in a minute. Don't worry. Is there like a Coonathon going on, man? I've been seeing is a lot of celebrities have been doing some extra super duper cooning. A lot of celebrities, black celebrities, they've jumped off the coon train and just hopped in the coon plane. It's really like a coonathon with black entertainers just saying some real bum ass kissing. No, I won't even call names. But let me say this. Let me play the devil's advocate. Let me play the devil's advocate here. Because, you know, we can beat up on some people. And that's what I don't want to do. I know some people were talking about Terrence Howard was saying some stuff. And this is the thing. This is the thing. Let me explain. Not that I'm condoning any of these people making these comments. My thing is, these entertainers, like the Pharrells and the Commons and Ludacris said some things, and Terrence Howard said some things, and who else? Raven Simone. And you got to understand this. In Hollywood, the publicists and the studio people and producers and execs, they make you, for the most part, they make a lot of these people say some of this stuff that can be considered coonish. They make you say certain things. And I say make in quotations because what they do, they'll dangle kind of your career over your head. They'll say, well, we need you to go out and say this. Because it's just too much of these coon comments all at once. And notice these are the people who get airtime on American television or in the American press. These are the people who get all the airtime as long as they're saying something kind of coonish. And they'll get somebody who's not really known like that and then give them a little shine. What was the dude, ASAP Ferg? He said some real coon shit. He said, and shout out to ASAP Ferg, brother, don't let him use you, brother. He was like, racism don't exist. That was a whole bunch of generations ago. It was, I think this was in Complex Magazine or something like that. But he was like, ASAP Ferg is the rapper. He's down with the ASAP Mob, ASAP Rocky and all those dudes. And my man said something about, well, racism don't exist no more because of the internet and we date white girls. It was like, oh God. Because we can date interracially, racism don't exist. I'm like, oh man. Wow. Dude, the white supremacists know how to trick niggas. The white supremacists know how to trick niggas. They got you thinking just because you can have sex with people in the dominant society, racism doesn't exist, and nothing can be further from the truth. That's a trick. Elijah Muhammad told people about that trick. He told people about that in the 1950s. Elijah Muhammad said they're going to start, the white folks, the white man, as he said, they're going to start giving you their women. That's going to be their last trick. Shout out to Rosie Perez. Rosie Perez kept it 100. I haven't heard Kendrick Lamar's whole album. I haven't heard it all yet. That's that coon air. That's funny. But let me say this. But like I said, we're in the room heavy. Shout out to everybody in the room. Follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed. But in Hollywood, you got to understand, a lot of these entertainers, black entertainers, are told to say this stuff. And they will dangle their career over their heads, basically. They basically, in so many words, say, okay, say this. And if you don't say it, you might not get that movie role. We're going to need you to have to play the game, Common. We're going to have to get you to play the game, Raven Simone. See, that's what happened with Monique. That's why they said that Monique was blacklisted. Why? Because she didn't play the game. You see that? You see that? I'm telling you my proof. Look at the situation with Monique. B3 advocate. Look at the situation with Monique. Monique was so allegedly blacklisted because she didn't play the game. Which is basically coon. Just say a bunch of coon, do what they tell you to do, say a bunch of coonish shit. That's playing the game. Playing the game is really supposed to be just acting and just being thorough. See, they use these little code words. Your game is supposed to, hey, I'm in front of a camera, I'm supposed to act and go home. See, black entertainers have to play the game. They don't make the white entertainers play no damn game. They don't make the white entertainers have to talk about any type of social or political thing. They do it if they want to do it. But the black actors always got to play the game. They put the camera on them and make them give a statement about social issues. Shout out to Monique. I love Monique. But that whole play the game thing. See, it's not just about your talent. Black entertainers, they use them. And again, I've done a lot of talk shows. I'm telling you, dude, they will try to make you say certain things. I've had it happen to me. I was on a show called the Jeff Probst Show. Jeff Probst is a good guy. Good dude. He's a nice guy. It is a fun show. We had a great time. And I taped a couple of episodes in one day. Now, the first episode, I went out there, just lit it up. Had the audience eating out the palm of my hand. They had to reel me back a little bit. They don't want brothers out there just really outshining everybody. I had the audience riled up, just dropping that ism. So we did another segment for another show the same day. And in comes the black producer. They always send another black person to do the dirty work. That's another thing. They always send another, if they want a black person, an actor or a comedian to say something, they send another black producer or the black messenger. They send the black person with the message. They always do that. So the black producer comes in my dressing room. And they wanted me to say some real outlandish shit on the air. He's like, hey, Tariq. Yeah, we want you to, the first segment was great. Now, in this segment, we want you to say some along the lines of this. And I can't remember what it was verbatim, but I knew I didn't agree with what they were telling me to say. I can't even remember what it was, but I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I don't want to say that. I don't believe that. I don't want to say that. So me and this brother spent like and he has something in his ear. So I don't know if our conversation was being recorded, but he had like the little PA thing in his ear, and he's sitting up here for like 30 minutes trying to convince me to say some shit that I didn't want to say. I don't know if it was something about relationships or something. Was something. Oh, why the fuck are they trying to get me to say some shit I don't want to say? And we just went back and forth. Okay, you can say something like this because we want the women to say that, and we want you to say this because and I'm like, they're trying to make me kind of look bad a little bit. Because what they were trying to do, I saw what they were doing. They were going to try, it was the white women I was going to be on there with, so they were going to try to make the white women look thorough and make me kind of look like the asshole. And I let them know, I'm like, whatever you're trying to make me say, brother, I'm going to look like an asshole saying that. I don't want to look like an asshole. And they were like using those terms. Oh, it's just fun. Just play along. That play the game shit. Just play along with it. So to get him out of my face, I'm like, yeah, I say whatever. But when I got out there on the air, I just said what I wanted to say. I just wasn't going to say no stupid shit. Exactly. Just like that whole thing with Dave Chappelle. Dave, he talked about that years ago, how they came out with an alternate script about putting him in a dress. And he was like, what? I don't want to get in no dress. A dress? Oh, no, it'll be fun. No, I'm not doing I'm not wearing no dress. That's just corny. Then they came back with another script right away. So they already know. They already had this shit planned. They already had that shit planned. But I'm telling you, those producers, they will try to get you to say shit you do not want to say. They will try to get you to say, I'm telling you from experience, they will try to get you to say and do shit that you don't want to do. They'll sit up and right there on the spot. That's how they get you. They get you on the spot and then say, okay, when we do this, we're going to need you to say this. Just like I think with a lot of these entertainers, right before they do these interviews, the publicist they get in their ear and say, okay, well, we need you to say something about Ferguson. Just say that, all you got to do is love white people. Just say that. Oh, nigga, with Jenny Jones, when I did the Jenny Jones show, I talked about that in one of my lectures. When I did the Jenny Jones show, they wanted me to put on like a pimp hat and all this shit because that's when I was promoting the Art of Mac, and they wanted me to go into full coon mode. They were like, okay, so we want you to go up there with do you have a hat? You got a pimp hat? Great. I was like, yeah, I got all that shit. So I want you to go up there and say this, and they wanted me to say a bunch of stupid shit. And I went out there and I just started kicking ism. Boy, my book sold out of the bookstores the next day. Because Jenny Jones is known. Jenny Jones had to actually go to court for that ambush shit she would do. Jenny Jones would do that ambush shit. She would tell people they're going to be on the show for one reason, and then when they get on stage, they get ambushed, and it's something else. And what happened with the Jenny Jones show, somebody got killed behind that. Somebody got killed behind that. Some dude went on the show because he thought it was a girl who was going to like him or whatever. Then was some gay dude who liked him. And then he went and killed the gay dude. So Jenny Jones had to go to court. It was a whole big scandal back in the day. So Jenny was known for that ambush shit. So they tried to pull that on me, and I flipped it on their ass. Oh, yeah, she definitely manipulated the guests all the time. Yeah, real life. And the show I was on, Rude Jude was on there. I remember that. Rude Jude was on the show. It was a guy named, a DJ out of Chicago. I think his name was Tornado, something like that. But yeah, that's the thing. Oh, hell no. I didn't wear no. They wanted me to wear some stereotypical pimp clothes. I remember that I was about to go on stage, and the producer said verbatim, "So, Tariq, where's your pimp hat? You got your pimp hat?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to put it on right before I go on stage." I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. She asked me, did I have my pimp hat? Okay, lady, yeah, I got it. The fuck out of here. I'm gonna have to put it up. I got it. I got that video in my old archive somewhere. I gotta find it. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey Tariq, this is African Hippie from London.
African Hippie. How you doing, family?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I really enjoyed the lecture last Sunday, man. It was great.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed everybody being there, brother. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about because last time when you came down to London last week, while you were down, Rush Limbaugh I think made a comment about Kanye West and racist kids singing the song from the SAE.
Singing racist kids singing songs. What?
On the bus on the plane, I think.
Oh yeah. What did he say?
Yeah, he was like, why is everyone getting outraged that if it was someone like Kanye West who sang that song, it will be a hit?
Oh, that's Rush Limbaugh again. He's a shill. I don't even believe Rush believes all that shit he says, and they just basically regurgitate a lot of the thoughts for the white supremacists. So, with Rush Limbaugh, people like that, you can easily debunk those people because they don't have a problem being made a fool out of. So black folks just got to get a code of conduct because what happens is Rush Limbaugh and those people give the other white supremacists little code words to use. And they know good and well that organization, they were speaking racist jargon. They were talking about hanging black people and not having a nigger.
Definitely.
So they know exactly what they were doing. So when the white supremacists start talking about, well, rappers use it too, I give them this answer. I say, well, we use another word. We use the word negus, Negus, which means king. It's an African word. That's what we're really saying. The white supremacists just taught us to spell it a different way because English is not our first language. So we're saying king. What are you saying, white supremacists, when you use the N-word? I bring it all back to them. What are they trying to say? So that's how we got to codify things. And the white supremacists, they codify their stuff. They get into code mode and they start sharing codes with each other. So we got to start.
I realize that.
Yes, indeed. So that's what we got to start getting a code of conduct as melanoid people. All right, but thank you for the call, brother.
Thanks, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, and whenever the white supremacists use that whole, well, the black people, you guys say the N-word. No. We're using the word negus or naga, N-A-G-A. Nega means God. Negus means king. I'm going to say it again. I've said this on the show several times. N-A-G-A, Naga, that means God. That's an old ancient word. And negus, N-E-G-U-S, that means king. Got it? Oh, yeah. And another thing, and I talked about this. Shout out to everybody on Melanoid Nation, all my writers. Shout out to Brother Byron, who's the executive editor for melanoidnation.org. We talked about our brother Otis Bird, who was lynched. It was a black man who was found lynched down in Mississippi. This brother was old school lynch. He was found hanging in the tree. If you saw Hidden Colors 3, we talked about how many black people are still being lynched by hanging today. And the police and the official reports are saying that it's suicide. All these people are being hung, and they're saying that it's suicide. Now, this brother, that wasn't no damn suicide. Ain't nobody gonna go into the woods and climb a tree and hang themselves in the woods. The news at first tried to say it was a damn suicide. Who in the fuck goes into the woods of Mississippi and hang themselves in a tree? Come on now. And let me show you how slick the white supremacists are. Notice whenever black people get killed, they start talking about their criminal record. Whenever innocent black people get killed, just like the young man who got killed up in New York in the stairwell, they start talking about his criminal record. When Eric Garner got killed, they start talking about his criminal record, which had nothing to do with him getting killed that day. Absolutely nothing. This brother who got lynched, they start bringing up his jail record from 30 years ago. What the fuck does that have to do with this brother being found in 2015 in the woods hanging? What does that have to do? They're showing his mugshot. We talked about that on Melanoid Nation. There's several pictures of this man. Why are they showing his mugshot? The black man, Brother Africa, who was shot by the police out here in LA, the homeless black man who was killed. They're talking about a charge he had for 10 years ago. They're showing his mugshot as if that has something to do with him getting killed. So black folks, you got to be very careful now, because this type of propaganda, this is getting into the same thing that went on in Nazi Germany. It's been time for us to get serious. But it's time for us to get codes of conduct. And also, we got to watch it. When they're starting to have a propaganda campaign like this, when black folks are getting killed, they criminalize innocent black people who have been killed. Also, when they start trying to disarm black folks. I've seen some kind of campaign. They had our brother Snoop, shout out to Snoop Dogg, but they had some type of thing where Snoop Dogg was trying to tell people to turn in their guns or what was that? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? There was something about, they had Snoop and some other celebrities talking about their guns don't have, I don't know if it was a gun buyback type of thing. But it was talking about having black folks give up their guns. Cash for guns. Let me look it up real quick. Some of y'all might not be familiar with it. Let me look it up real quick. Some type of thing Snoop was talking about, and they got Snoop Dogg guns. Hold on one second. Let me look this up real quick. Anti-gun violence ad. Unload from gun. Okay, so it's some kind of campaign. Snoop has partnered with some kind of tech guy, Ron Conway. No guns allowed. He's trying to get people to not invest in the gun industry, something like that. Unload from having guns or something like that. No guns allowed because they want to stop gang violence with guns. Let me say this. Outside of Chicago, there is no gang violence like that, not in no high numbers. Outside, even in Chicago, it's down. And I'm not criticizing Snoop. Snoop is doing his thing, so I don't know if Snoop understands the total thing that's going on here. But when they start talking about, well, we want to stop gang violence, and because gang violence is really at an all-time low. People out here ain't banging like that. And again, outside of Chicago, black gang violence is really, really down. So when they're trying to get black folks to give up your guns, that's not a good sign. Because the white supremacists are doubling down on their guns. The white supremacists are doubling down on their guns. And whenever they start trying to get you to disarm or trying to get a certain segment of society, I'm back. Hold on. I got cut off. No. All right, I'm back. I got suspiciously cut off. Okay, am I getting a message sent to me from somebody? Oh, okay. I'm back. I got cut off. Hold on, let me let people know if they can't see me refresh their page. You can see me refresh your page. All right, I'm back. Okay, so if you can't see me, family, just refresh your page. But like I was saying, I'm back. All right, I'm back, family. I think what I was talking about was a little too heavy. But like I said, whenever any society is told to give their guns up, it's usually followed by something very negative. That happened in Nazi Germany. That happened in the Ukraine during the 1930s when they disarmed people and then start taking their food and their supplies. So when they start trying to disarm you, that's a problem. And some of these gun enthusiasts, these white supremacist gun enthusiasts, especially like Alex Jones, Alex the white supremacist Jones, and I posted something up on my Facebook about Alex Jones, who's always the Patriots, the Patriots, our gun rights, Obama trying to take our guns, Obama's trying to take our guns, get your hands off our guns. You know, he's always talking that gun rights shit. Right to bear arms. He's always talking that rights to bear arms shit. Well, today there was a video that he posted up talking about the Huey P. Newton Gun Club down in Texas, talking about all the black militants. They're out there arming themselves, chanting anti-police rhetoric, all these black militants. So now when black folks use the Constitution to arm themselves, now it's negative, Alex Jones. This is why I've been saying all along that dude is such a white supremacist. People try to hit me up, man, Alex Jones be saying some deep shit. Dude, that dude is nothing but a damn white supremacist, dude. You just let him talk, the white supremacy will come right on out. I don't care if he has a few black folks on his show. Oh, I don't fall for them old white supremacist tricks. Mark Dice, that's another little white supremacist. All of them, they try to be slick, talking about it's the elitists. No. It's the elitists. It's the Bilderberger group. It's the Bilderbergers and the elitists and the Illuminati. The Illuminati. Shut up. They get to talking about it's the Illuminati and the Bilderberger and the Trilateral Commission. That's who the elitists and the bankers and the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Oh, they try to get you to deflect from white supremacists. They try to get you to deflect from white supremacy. Because somebody on my page, one of Alex Jones' followers, when I posted that link up, one of his followers were like, hey, Tariq, I don't know if Alex Jones is the white supremacist. He's been, he goes after a lot of the white bankers and He's known for going after the elitist. Get the fuck out of my face. When they start talking about the elitist, some woman called my show trying to talk that bullshit. Hey, Tariq, yeah, I feel you, Tariq, about the white supremacists, but I really think it's the elitists, it's the Zionists. Okay. Those are smoke screens. You're just talking about a different branch of white supremacy. The white supremacists are real slick. You're just talking about different branches of white supremacy. Y'all remember that crazy lady tried to call my show with that bullshit? And Alex Jones, he's good. They love that Illuminati talk, all that smoke screen. Who's the Illuminati? Illuminati, white supremacists. It's the white supremacists running the Illuminati. Benghazi, Barack Obama, the Zionists, Barack Obama's trying to get our guns. See, Barack, it's the Zionists, it's the Jews, it's the Bilderberger group, it's Barack Obama. They're going to take the dollar away. They're going to introduce the Amero. It's going to be a new dollar. They're going to really deplete the inflation. They're going to crawl inflation. It's Benghazi, Eric Holder, it's the Zionists, it's the Illuminati, it's the Rothschilds, all smoke screens. Alex Jones with your bullshit. Smoke screens. It ain't nothing but good old white supremacy. The minute black people start arming themselves, all of a sudden the white supremacy comes right on out of them. The white supremacy comes right on up out of them. All the black militants. It's the black militants. Shout out to the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. Those brothers are arming themselves, and they're doing the right thing, because I told people these white supremacists are trying to be slick. When they keep trying to tell you it ain't white supremacy, it is white supremacy, because places like Ohio and Dallas and all these are open carry places. Places in Ohio, you can open carry. There are these white people who walk around with their guns unharmed. When little Tamir Rice, who was a 12-year-old child, was playing with a toy gun, the cops came and blew him away. And these white supremacists sat their ass up and said, well, he shouldn't have had a toy gun. Well, what you mean he shouldn't have had a toy gun when y'all walking around with real ones? So stop trying to act like it ain't white supremacy. This is why I'm turning to the melanoid people and letting them know. The white supremacists, they're going to make every excuse to maintain white supremacy. So what are you going to do, black folks? Melanoid people. See, everything is all good until black folks start arming themselves. Then there's a problem. And that's another thing. Let me say this. Right now, it is March 22nd. It's March 22nd. Family, next month is April. Every year, I warn people, you got to be careful during the month of April. I'm saying it now. The date right now is March 22nd. April is a very significant month for white supremacists. I told y'all last year, in March of last year, that the white supremacists were going to show out last April. And did they show out last April? The white supremacists were showing their ass last April. I will explain. Y'all remember, if y'all look up all the incidents with the white supremacists last April, there was a lot of incidents last April, which happens every April. A lot of folks don't get it, like Columbine, Waco, all of these incidents usually happen in April. That's a very significant month for white supremacists. Number one, it's like Patriots Day. When the white supremacists, they like to hide their white supremacy by claiming to be patriots. The Boston Marathon, that bombing happened in April. That bombing, that plant blew up down there in Texas. They tried to pretend it was an accident, but it was somebody who did that. And that was in April. Adolf Hitler's birthday is in April. April is Patriots Day. So April is a very significant month for white supremacists. The Oklahoma City bombing anniversary, that was in April. April is a very significant month for white supremacy. The white supremacists, especially the white extremists, they go psycho during April. Ruby Ridge was in April. Remember, we're doing the movie Hidden Colors 4, talking about how white supremacy is a religion. And in any religion, there's like a significant time to really go all out with your religion. It's like Ramadan. It's like Christmas. It's like your holiday. It's like your holiday to wage jihad. And April is unofficially the white supremacist holiday month. April is like a white supremacist holiday month. The white supremacists, they lose their mind in April. It's very significant for them. So I'm saying to black folks, you're going to have to be careful. You're going to have to be careful, be on your P's and Q's in April. Because this year, I'm telling you, the white supremacists are going to show all the way out in April. I told people this last year, and right when April started, I mean, April 1st or 2nd, they were getting it in. It was different mass shootings last April. So if you got something you're holding, hold it tight in April to protect yourself from these white supremacists. Because that's like a religious month for them. So be careful in the month of April. These white supremacists are going to show out because they've already been practicing. When I speak on shit like this, I'm rarely wrong. They're going to be showing their ass this April. So I applaud the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, because what happens when they see that brothers and sisters out here ain't playing, they back down a little bit. They were going to do these gun walks, and they have been doing. The white supremacists, they've been testing black folks by going into certain neighborhoods doing these open carry walks. And they would specifically choose black neighborhoods to do it, to pretend that they're being friendly, that they're trying to let people know about guns. That's a game they were playing. They were testing you to see if they could get away with coming in your neighborhood strapped. When they saw that they can get away with some of that shit, that's when we started to see brothers and sisters getting blown away out here in these cities. So I take my hat off to the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. They said, ain't gonna be no open walks out here. The Huey P. Newton Gun Club said, y'all ain't doing no open walk here. If you doing one, we doing one. Then those white supremacists canceled. They sat their asses down. They canceled those little walks they were going to do down in Texas. So it's time to say, hey, wait a minute. Y'all not going to come in here and just pick us off like that. That's why we got to start getting that code of conduct. Man, big up to those brothers and sisters. And again, the white supremacists love saying stuff like, well, these black militants are anti-cop. Let me say this. Just like Brother Neil E. Fuller said, being a cop is not a bad thing. The problem is not cops. The problem are people pretending to be cops. Because if you're not upholding the law and you're using racial bias to harm people, you're not really a cop. You're just a race soldier pretending to be a cop. So the criticism is for the race soldier, not the cop, because you're not a cop. Neely Fuller said you're a race soldier. See, the white supremacists like Alex Jones, oh, they're anti-cop, they're anti-police, blah, 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 they're anti-cop. No. Ain't nobody anti-cop, because being a cop is not a bad thing. Cops are not bad. Being a cop is not bad. The problem is Darren Wilson ain't no cop. He's a race soldier. Pantaleo, who choked Eric Garner, is not a cop. Cops don't kill people in cold blood. You're a race soldier. And the white supremacists who protected him know that he's a race soldier. Let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
What?
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Oh my God, it's Lisa. You said you wanted me to call back?
Lisa, you are the biracial young lady, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so what's on your mind, Lisa? You seem like a lot of stuff is going on your mind. So how's things going for you right now?
Just trying to get a job, trying to move away from her.
Okay, are you staying with your mom right now?
Yeah.
Okay, now how old are you, Lisa?
20.
Oh, okay. And you're trying to get a job. Well, what city are you guys in?
Manhattan.
Oh, you're in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get a job in New York. There's a lot of stuff to do in New York. Where have you worked before?
Like the most I've done is like volunteer work at homeless shelters.
No, get you a job. How come you ain't? Have you applied for anything?
Yeah, I went to Jobs Plus and had an interview at a cafe a few blocks from me.
Okay.
And didn't hear back from them.
Okay, shit. There's a whole bunch of shit you can do to get your little income going on. Hell, you could do telemarketing and oh man, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Hell, work at McDonald's. There's a lot of stuff you can do. So you just got to get out there and get on your grind and get you some paper so that you can get your stuff together and get some hustle about yourself and, stop letting your mom mess your self-esteem up.
Yeah, she messed my self-esteem and my credit.
How'd she mess your credit up?
She had a Verizon account for $4,000 back when I was 11, which prevented me from getting an apartment.
Oh, okay. Okay, so your mom messed you. Okay, well, you can get an apartment by getting a roommate or whatever. So there's other options you can utilize, but you need to really get away from your mom. Your mom has been kind of toxic on you, and you need to bounce from her. Now, what's your dating life like? Have you had a boyfriend?
No.
So you never had a boyfriend?
No.
Oh, okay. And why is that, by the way? You're 20 years old and never had a boyfriend. You're still a virgin, by the way, right?
No.
Okay, so you haven't had a boyfriend, but you're not a virgin. Okay, so let's really work with this here. So who have you been out here having sex with, Lisa?
This one guy when I was in England.
You went to England?
Yeah, I lived there for 6 months.
What were you doing in England?
And I just had a place there. It's just porn.
You had a place there. Yeah, you had a place there doing what?
Just touring.
Touring?
Yeah, like touring around, like just visiting there.
Like backpacking? Like
no, I just had one place, like one base there, and I would just travel around.
Who was funding this?
Me, I had saved money.
Oh, okay. So you're just traveling around Europe?
No, just in the country, just England.
Just in England, okay. And you met a guy over there. Were you staying with the guy over there you were having sex with?
No, I met him at a hospital. He's in medical school.
Okay. Was it a white guy, black guy?
Oh, white.
Oh, okay. And so how was that experience? So did he try to treat you like a Negro bedwench too?
No.
So how was the
No, thing is, this was before I had, like, really woken up to my blackness, so back then I wouldn't have been able to tell. But right now, I like black guys more, but I've never been with one.
Oh. So you never been with a brother. So was that guy the only guy you were with?
Yeah.
So you were having sex with this white dude out there, and what was the experience like? Because he didn't claim you as his girlfriend, so it was just basically a sexual relationship, right?
No, just one time.
Oh, you just had sex with him once.
Yeah.
Okay, and what happened after that?
I didn't really like him, so that was that.
You didn't really like him?
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't interested. I like the. I was more interested in finding this one celebrity.
Who, Idris Elba or somebody?
Huh?
What, you're trying to find a celebrity?
Yeah, I was more interested in the celebrity. I don't. Yeah.
What celebrity were you interested in? What are you talking about?
So he's in a boy band.
So you went to England to find a motherfucker in a boy band?
No. No, he wasn't in England. He was like touring, but like around, but he came back home near December, and I was trying to meet him, but he wasn't the only reason why I went there.
Okay, so you went to England because that's why you were talking about touring, because somebody. So you were following around some boy band?
No, by touring I meant I was just traveling around. I wasn't like following him.
So what were you talking about? You talking about some boy band? What are you talking about? You losing all of us. What are you talking about?
No, you said why I wasn't interested in that guy, but
Who was the guy? Who was the guy? So you were on some groupie shit.
No.
Who was the guy you were trying to bang? What boy band are you talking about? Who was he?
I don't know what to say. I'm going to make fun, but
Who was it?
Everyone in the chat room is making fun of me right now.
People making fun of you, but shit, it's too late now. Shit. What was the name of the group?
No.
You trying to fucking somebody from the group Silk or something? Well, who are you trying to have sex with? Who was it?
No. No.
Okay. You're trying to fuck one of the kids from Mindless Behavior? But B2K?
I don't know who that is.
Who was it? B2K? Well, who was it? B2K?
No.
Oh. All right, so you were touring around following a boy band, trying to give some ass up to one of the members, and some random white dude bang you. Okay. Lord. And you didn't really like him. You're really confused. You got to get that confusion. You got to start getting clarity, because you're just going around doing...
This was a long time ago.
All
this
right.
was like 2 years ago.
All right.
I'm a lot better.
How many years ago was it?
2012.
So what boy... Was it a European boy band or a boy band from over here?
I'm not saying.
What was it, woman? Stop playing. Shit. Nobody... I'm just trying to see if it was somebody worth going over. Somebody said the Jonas Brothers.
No.
So was it a white or black group?
White.
Okay, so you were going around trying to fuck some some white boy band. Okay, that's real corny. So the white dude who had sex with you, did he do a lot of oral sex on you?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, so what's your goal? What are you trying to do, Lisa? Because you all over the damn place. What are you trying to do?
Just make a lot of money by just saving and
How you gonna save money from doing what?
Do you think TaskRabbit is a good idea?
Who?
TaskRabbit?
Pass grab?
TaskRabbit. It's a place where you can get hired for odd jobs.
I ain't never heard of that. I never heard of that. But anyway, but Anyway, so you were. I'm gonna have to get some other calls. You're all over the place. You're really all over the place. I don't know what the hell is going on. Which I don't know if it's drugs. I don't know what the hell is going on. But the white
I
guy.
don't take drugs, and
Okay.
I don't drink. I never drank.
Is this the singer that you were trying to get with over in Europe right here? Is this him? Hold on.
When I turn around, you're standing here, standing here. Trying to learn things for the last time, and my heart says no, 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 no. Nobody's supposed to be here, baby.
Nobody's supposed to be here, baby. Ow, Lisa, I don't know what's going on with her ass. I don't know what this girl is all over the place. This is somebody I would have to sit down with. I would have to sit down with Lisa and give her some real therapy. Lisa, when I come to New York, just holler at me so we can sit down and I can just really help you. Because you all over the place. Save your money to pay for a session for some game. Oh, man. My Lord. Let's see who else we got on this phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, what's going on? This is CC from the OC. What's going on?
CC from the OC. How you doing, young lady? What's on your mind?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to know, do you have any other, radio shows or any podcasts that I could follow other than yours? Because twice a week isn't enough for me.
I feel you. What you can do, follow my man Jason Black, the Black Authority. He does a great show. Great show. Who else is good? Combat Jack. Jack, I love that brother. He's more the music thing. Combat Jack is a great interviewer. He interviews a lot of rappers and things like that. But the interviews are very informative. You get to learn a lot about a lot of people. That's a good show. Who else is good? Neely Fuller. Neely Fuller's show is pretty good. Dr. Boyce Watkins. He does something, I think, every few days. My man Zoe Williams. His show is good. The Zoe What Show. The 5150 Show. Gus T. Renegade. He has a great show. You know, for a minute, I was very critical. I was not very critical. And I loved Gus's show. And I used to be very critical of Gus having his daughter on the show. I'm talking to the room for a minute. Gus would have his daughter, Justice, I think that's her name. She would get on and she would kind of talk about certain things. And I thought, okay, wow, this is kind of slowing things down. But the more I listened to Gus, I realized why Gus was doing that. It was a very smart move for Gus to have his daughter ask some of the guest questions. Because what happens when you have a child asking the questions, the people talking, they can't start talking in circles. Because a lot of times, especially when you're dealing with a white supremacist, they get to talking in circles. But now that you have a kid asking questions, it would make you look crazy trying to talk in circles with a kid. So that makes you break the game down so a child can understand. So it's a very smart thing. So I got that later on. But for the young lady who's calling, those are some of the shows you can check out that are pretty good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, dear.
Bye.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, and I would think that too, James, that the energy would come down because a lot of times the young girl, she didn't know how to, the phone. There would always be some type of technical glitch or whatever. But after a while, I started to get it. I'm like, okay, I get why he has her on there. So now they got to break the game down so that a child can understand it. So that was a very deliberate thing he was doing. And don't forget, family, I'm going to be in Chicago this Saturday doing a lecture at the Black Women's Expo. You guys can go to the blackwomen'sexpo.com. That's the link right there for those people in the chat room, and you can get tickets and you can join me this Saturday. And the tickets, I think, for the day tickets are not that much. I think they might be $15 or $20, so that's pretty good. And there's going to be a lot of other people there. Let me give y'all the link one more time. That is the link right there. So it's going to be a lot of good stuff going on at the Black Women's Expo this year. And I've done a lot of these Black Women Expos. I love them. A lot of good energy there, a lot of vendors, a lot of people practicing group economics. I love it. I want to see some of the vendors there, and I want to chop up game with some of the vendors and see what they got going and see what kind of products people have. So it's going to be a good thing. So we're going to have a great time in Chicago this weekend. What's the weather like in Chicago, family? Somebody I asked earlier, but nobody answered. What is the weather like in Chicago now? What is the weather? It's cold out there. Let me see who this is. Let me see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Brother Tariq, what's going on, man? This is Jay from Los Angeles.
What's up, Jay from LA? What's up? What's on your mind, brother?
Hey, bro, there's something that I want to bring to your attention, man, and I'll try to be brief because I know you have a low tolerance for motherfuckers not getting to the point.
Yes, sir.
Well, basically, brother, I know this sister, her name is Trina. She's a single mother, man, on the fixed income. One day, man, the Department of Water and Power sends her a bill for $2,200.
Damn.
Basically, man, now mind you, she pays her bills. I mean, for a mother of three, man, she makes it happen. She's not like, not taking care of business or whatnot, man, but they basically send her a bill on some hijack shit like $2,200, pay her else.
Right.
So basically, man, she's been going back and forth, and she's been fighting and trying to let them know, like, I'm a mother of three, man. There's no conceivable way I could just come up with $2,200 like that. So to make a long story short, brother, 2 weeks ago they cut her lights off.
Damn.
She's been in the dark for about 2 weeks now.
What part of LA is she in? What part of LA is she in?
South Central Los Angeles, right off of Slaughter and Crenshaw.
Okay. Damn.
So basically, I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
Go ahead. So she's been in the dark for what, a couple of weeks?
Yes. They I think they cut her lights off on the 7th.
Oh wow. So what y'all trying to do?
And basically, brother, what we've been doing is trying to go to family, but sometimes, man, trying to go to our brothers and sisters for help, man, it's like, pulling teeth on a baby, man. It's like damn near impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, we started a GoFundMe account for her. As a matter of fact, I don't know, I sent the link to your email. I'm not sure if you was able to see it, but I did send it to your email.
I'm going to take a look at that. I've been seeing a lot. There's a few situations where people out here, there's one of my wife's friends, somebody that she went to school with back in the day, one of her friends, she has a GoFundMe, one of her old high school, I won't say friend, but high school associates has a GoFundMe page because she's homeless and she has a kid and she's living out of a car. So a lot of people are using GoFundMe to get certain things going, especially out here. Shit is real rough out here. Let me see. Let me take a look at the page and see what's happening. Let me take a look at it. And you sent me an email.
It's I don't know if I can say it over the airwaves. I mean, if it's okay with you. I mean, I did send it to your email at Tariq Live, I believe it was.
Okay, I don't see it. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I'll see I'll take a look at it and see what's popping, and I'll talk about it a little bit later. All right, fam?
I appreciate it, brother. If you can get the message out there, man, it would truly be a blessing, brother. It really would.
No doubt. Thank you, brother. I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look. And if everything looks like it's on the up and up, I might help out a little bit. I just got to see what's popping because people hit me up all the time. So I got to be careful because some people come to me because they know that I help a lot of folks. And motherfuckers be having sad stories and be trying to run games sometimes. I had one cat, nigga was like, yeah, man, I'm a teenager. I'm trying to get money for school, man. I'm about to graduate and I need some money for college, Tariq. And I'm like, okay, bro. What college you going to? I'm trying to go to such and such college, and I'm trying to get at my mom's house, and my mom is struggling. And it was just a long, drawn-out email about all this shit about he ain't got no money. He's trying to go to college. He wants to learn. I'm a teenager. I'm 16. Some shit he said. And I said, okay, what's your Facebook page? Oh, I ain't got no Facebook. I don't be on social media like that. I said, nigga, kill yourself. Get your ass on somewhere. Fuck out of here. A 16-year-old who ain't got no Facebook? Fuck out of here, nigga. You trying to run game. This is an old 80-year-old motherfucker trying to run game. This motherfucker's trying to get some money to go to the casino. Get out of here. I said, nigga, what's your Twitter? I ain't got one. Well, what had happened was I said, nigga.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
Get your ass out of here. Oh, don't try to run no game. Now, that nigga was 58 years old trying to run game. I'm gonna check out this sister's page and see what's going on with her. I'm gonna see what's going on. And, I'm out there in the area. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna drive by the spot. If I see some lights on, I see you bullshitting. No. Oh, let me say. Look like we got a Chicago call coming in. What's up? Who's calling?
Brother Tariq, what's up, man? This is Les from Chicago with the food truck.
What's up, brother? I asked this brother to call up. What's going on with your family?
Oh, nothing, man. Just finished working it, man. Got a chance to get back and call you on the phone.
Yes,
indeed. Hitting you up, man.
Yes, indeed. So I asked Les to call because I've been getting a lot of inquiries. Because again, I'm going to loan somebody $3,000 to help out with the business that they got going. And one person, one of the few people who had something tangible going, was Les. And Les has a food truck. And what's the deal with the food? The food truck was one name. But now you want to change the name of the truck, right?
Yeah, I want to change the name. It's still the same name. The name of it is Model Chef, and it was basically done based off of my last business partner. She was a model, she was a chef, but it didn't work out. So I got this big pink truck, and I still got to keep the business going. But I'm on it. I'm not a model. You know what I mean?
Right,
and I'm not a chef. So I got some good concepts and some ideas. I'm gonna change it around. I already got a following. But I had the model chef stuff has got to go for now.
So what are you gonna change the name to? What are you thinking?
Voodoo Wings.
Poodle Wings?
Voodoo, like voodoo wings.
Voodoo Wings. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a chef in mind, or are you gonna get another chef? What's the deal?
Yeah, I already got a couple of cooks. I got different cooks that's already on the truck working different shifts.
Okay.
So yeah, I already got that situated. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I mean, when you come here to Chicago, man, come to the truck, send somebody by. I love to chop it up with you more in depth about the loan, and I'll let you taste the new concept that I got in mind.
Yes, indeed. And now, is your truck posted up in a central spot, or do you move it around? What's the deal?
Oh, well, during the weekday and weekends, we can move around anywhere we want, but during the Black Women's Expo, we're going to be parked on the corner of Calumet and Cermak Avenue, and that's like a block right away from the McCormick Place. We wanted to get right there a little closer to the McCormick Place, but the restaurants inside won't allow us to.
So. Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
Brother, when I'm going to be in Chicago this weekend. I'll be there Friday. Where are you guys going to be Friday?
I'll be there again Friday. We're going to start it Friday. We're going to be there, Cermak and Calumet on Friday. We'll be there about 11 in the morning. I might get there a little earlier just to prep.
How long?
Probably about 9 or 10. But yeah, we'll be there.
How long will you be out there?
From about, I'd say about 9 to 2.
2 in the afternoon?
Yeah, 2 in the afternoon.
Okay,
yeah.
because the thing is, my flight is going to get in later Friday. And I know Saturday I'll be doing a lot of running around, but I can send one of my people. I could probably come down there early Saturday before I go on. What time will you be out there Saturday?
We'll be there early Saturday. We'll be there about 11.
Okay. I'm going to come through, check out the spot, taste the wings and all that, and if everything is cool, I will loan you that 3 G's. You're going to have to pay it back now.
Yeah, of course. I understand that.
Yes,
I understand how it works, bro.
Yes, indeed.
I've had a couple of businesses, so I know what the deal is.
Yes, indeed. And since my brother already has the ball rolling, I like that. That's good. My man already has the ball rolling. All right, but anyway, I'm going to get at you when I'm in Chicago next weekend, all right?
Okay, bro. I look forward to meeting you.
No doubt, brother. Peace. And like I said, if my brother got it popping, I'm going to help him get it. I'm help him renovate his truck and get it popping. I'm going to help him renovate his truck and get it popping. It's them Voodoo Wings is cool. That's a cool name. Voodoo Wings is cool. This y'all niggas sound like white supremacists. Y'all hear the word voodoo and get scared. No, but the thing is, I like what my dude has going because he already has the ball rolling, so I know that he's doing what he's doing. My man he already has the ball rolling, and that's what I look at because a lot of people are emailing me with ideas they have, but the first thing I'm going to ask you, I'm going to be straight up. What do you have tangible showing that you're already doing what you're planning on doing? I want to know what you're doing already. What have you done? Because people, man, just giving you ideas, that's so-so, but you're going to have to show something tangible. Like, okay, look, I'm already in the process of doing something. Here's a building that I have. Like a dude hit me up. He had an idea for like some organic oatmeal, which was a good idea. But I'm like, okay, what do you have now? Do you have a sample of the oatmeal? Well, not yet, but do you have packaging? Well, not yet, but, and see, you're going to have to show something tangible. You're going to have to show something tangible that you're out here actually doing something. It takes hustle and it takes money to make paper. Just like, man, the reason why Hidden Colors 4 got $135,000 because people saw that I'm already doing something. You see the track record of the film, even with the promo for Hidden Colors 4. I'm out in an exotic island doing filming already. So I'm already out here filming stuff. So people see something tangible going on. So that's what makes people want to get down with you. When they see you getting it popping, they want to be a part of that. You got a business running? Okay, Mr. Glow, you can email me at info@Tariq Elite. info@TariqElite.com. Like I said, Jesus Wings. Voodoo Wings, I like it. I like the name. Oh, this nigga's in here just talking shit. They just talking shit. Voodoo Wings, I like it. Voodoo Wings, I like it. It's catchy. Voodoo Wings is catchy. I like it. It ain't gonna fail, nigga. That shit is catchy. Voodoo Wings, I like it. What is it, hairline wings? No, other people too, Amari. Voodoo Wings work. He's doing his thing. I like it because you'll remember that name. It stands out. I like it. I love it. I love the name Voodoo Wings. I love it. Oh, you can still donate. Speaking of GoFundMe, you can still donate to the Hairless America. Did y'all see the the Crispy Puppet Hairless America promo, by the way. For how many people in here? If you have not seen the latest Crispy Puppet episode, because I played that a few weeks ago. Some of y'all might have missed it. If you have not seen it, okay, because some people might not. Hold on, let me. Some of y'all might not have seen it yet. Hold on, where is it? Some of y'all haven't seen the latest Crispy episode from a few weeks ago. So here it is right here.
You want to see a person who hates his race and you're looking high and low? Well, look no further, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Crispy Show.
What up, everybody? What up, everybody? It's your boy, Crispy, everybody. And I'm broadcasting live right here from my struggle ranch, everybody. Now, Crispy has a brand new project that I'm working on, everybody. And this project is for people who have suffered hair loss all their lives, everybody. Millions of people have suffered from hairline deprivation all their lives, everybody. And I'm here to let everybody know that hair loss is a problem that you should not suffer in silence with, everybody. I have a brand new movie project that I'm working on right now, everybody. It's called Hairless America, everybody. And I need everybody to get involved with my project, everybody. Some of you might not know this, everybody, but when I take my hat off, everybody, my hairline looks like burnt up artificial football turf, everybody. My hairline is messed up, everybody. And my job is to help everybody overcome messed up hairlines, and that's what I'm trying to do with this movie, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Anyway, everybody, other celebrities out here suffering from hairline deprivation as well, everybody. People like LeBron James, everybody. People like Flo Rida, everybody. People like Neo, everybody. People like Stephen A. Smith, everybody. These are all brothers in the hairline struggle, everybody. And they should not suffer in silence, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. My hairline looks like a clothes hanger that was used in an illegal abortion, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Anyway, everybody, now I tried to do everything to fix my hairline, everybody. I even tried putting a relaxer on my hairline, everybody, but my scalp just ended up looking like a half-eaten German chocolate cake with the icing licked off, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Sorry about that, everybody. Now, everybody, when I get the money, everybody, stop taking a piss back there, horsey. Stop peeing while I'm talking, horsey. Anyway, everybody, now I need $38,000, everybody, to get this movie done, everybody. Now, when I get this movie done, everybody, I promise not to trick it off on women overseas who are trying to get green cards, everybody. I promise not to get the money and go around the country flossing in other people's houses and fronting like it's mine, everybody. Now, when I get that money, everybody, I promise not to use that money to get hot wax hair removal treatment on my taint and rectal area, everybody. Now, I need all of you pro-black people out there, everybody, to help me get this movie done, everybody. All you pro-black people need to help me, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Shut up, horsey. Anyway, everybody, now there are a lot of perks for contributing to my new movie, everybody. Now, if you donate to the movie, everybody, everybody's going to get a free Marshmallow Crispy Sexy Men's calendar, everybody, featuring your boy Crispy. So anyway, everybody, hairline deprivation is a problem that we shall not suffer in silence with, everybody. So donate, everybody. Crispy loves you, everybody. Yeah, that is Mr. Crispy, the Crispy Puppet. That is the Crispy Puppet. Man, what's your favorite Crispy episode? Oh, dude, sometimes I play this, but my son TJ loves the Crispy Puppet. So I look at Crispy all the time. TJ loves Crispy. TJ laughs his ass off at the Crispy Puppet. What's your favorite episode of the Crispy Show? Number 2. That's one of my favorites. The number 2 and the one where the Crispy Puppet, the house invasion one, that was funny. All of them are funny. The house invasion was funny. I might have to play that in a minute. In a minute, I'll play the one where he did the music video. I'll play that one in a minute. Man, but did y'all see some of the interviews I did for Arise News in Europe and also the Russian Today news show, the Kaiser Report? I did some interviews, and there's some more that I did that's going to be coming out sometime this week. And the interview I did on the Kaiser Report, we chopped up some real good game. And you guys can see it at my page, Tariq Live, on Twitter. You go to Twitter and go to Tariq Live. That's my one of my Twitter pages. Not Twitter, what am I saying? YouTube. I'm sorry. YouTube. So I was talking with Max Kaiser, real good guy. Max is cool. And we're talking about racism and economics because he talks a lot about economics. So we were talking about how African Americans and black people worldwide just need to be about economic empowerment because our problem is white supremacy. And I was talking very logically. And if you look at some of the comments on the YouTube video, the white supremacists lose their minds. Let me say this, whenever you are a black person, and when you start talking about race and really talking about it seriously, and talking about white supremacy in a very logical manner, and you're not yelling and screaming and all this, the white supremacists get pissed off because now the white supremacists, they can't deceive you. The white supremacists can't deceive you. See, the white supremacists, they love using deception. When they see that they can't deceive you, that's when they get hostile and violent. The Maybach, that's not my page, but I know shout out to whoever the Maybach is. He posts a lot of my stuff. But the Maybach, that's not my page. That's somebody else's. There's some other people who post a lot of my stuff. But Maybach is not my page. My page is The Elite Way, that's one, and Tariq Live, that's another one. But looking at the comments, the white supremacists, when they see that a black person is talking logically about white supremacy, they get pissed. All the comments, they were calling me all types of pavement apes, nigga, jigga, boo. Oh, they were going in. The white supremacists were mad. Yeah, my sons are fine. My sons are good. But yeah, the white supremacists were mad, man, because now when they can't beat you logically, that's when they get to the name calling. Y'all heard, what's that one dude? I had one white supremacist call my show. The interview was on YouTube. He called up and tried to debate me. What's his name? I can't remember his name. There's a couple of white supremacists called here, and they tried to do their little debate. And that one guy who called up, when I was logically dismantling his white supremacist rhetoric, y'all remember he got mad. You know what? Fucking A, Tariq, this is bullshit. Fucking bullshit, man. Was it Johnny or Dave? Which one? It was Dave? Is that what? Because I know it was Johnny, then it was Dave. No, Johnny was the first one. No. I can't remember if it was Johnny or Dave. It was one of them. I think it might have been Dave. But he was like, you know what? Fucking A, Tariq. This is fucking bullshit. You're fucking bullshit, man. I'm like, Dave, are you getting mad, Dave? When a brother is real cool and you're dismantling their argument in a cool way, oh, they get so mad. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, no, Johnny was the one. every time he kept losing an argument, he kept trying to get off the phone. Oh, yeah, well, it's getting late, Tariq. I got to get up for work in the morning, dude. Oh, really? He kept trying to tap out until he could think of a way to change the subject. It's so slick. You're a fucking idiot, man. They try to draw you into an argument. That's their out. And don't never bite. When they try that, that's a little tactic they use because they know that black people, a lot of us are very emotional. So once they start the name calling, they know that we'll start getting buck wild and then they can start being the victim. See, don't ever go for that. You saw how I handled that? The white supremacists, y'all got to understand the tactics they use. They will try to draw you into some kind of hostile argument, or they try to draw you into some type of hostile gesture so they can then play the victim. Because what he was trying to do with all that, you're an idiot fucking asshole, man. He was waiting on me to be like, man, fuck you then. So then he can be like, oh, dude, I'm a victim, dude. Tariq is hostile to me, man. Oh, they'll play the victim real quick. Oh, they will play the victim real quick. It's that whole George Zimmerman. Oh, I was following Trayvon Martin, but I just wanted to ask where he was going. Then he beat me, and he almost killed me. He beat my head and my nose. Oh, shut up. Get the fuck out of here. So you got to understand how the white supremacists work, man. They're very slick. They are very, very slick. No, I stay cool in a fan with them. I stay mad cool with them. And dismantle them with logic. What's up? Who's calling?
Oh, hey, Tariq, I have a question. It's a Nicole Beverage type question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. What's your name, sweetie?
My name is Nicole.
And where are you calling from, Nicole?
So the situation was she's...
Wait, Nicole, slow down. Nicole. Nicole, where you from?
I'm from Houston.
Houston? Okay, Nicole, your phone is raggedy as hell. Are you on the speakerphone?
You hear that?
That's much better. Much better. You on an informant phone. Sound like you were trying to snitch. Okay, so...
Yeah.
So you're Nicole from Houston, and you wanted to know something about the Negro Bedouins. What do you want to know?
So my old roommate, she had that mentality, and the thing was, her excuse, she used colorism as the excuse for why she kind of has to go for white guys.
Colorism, like she's real dark.
Yeah, she used that whole excuse like that. I just want to know your take on that scenario or that angle.
No, that's true. I know that a lot of white dudes, when they go black, they like to go real black, and it's a skin thing. It's a fetish type of thing. So what they do, they go, as long as it's a skinny, dark chick, the darker the better. They go for. She don't even have to be cute. Long as she's slim and real dark, the darker the better. They go for that because it's like a fetish to them. So I can understand that to a certain degree. Why she would think that, okay, they just like me, all the white guys like me, but it's a fetish. And unfortunately, and I'll play the devil's advocate, a lot of black males, they've been programmed to not like dark women. You understand? And black people in general have been programmed to not like other dark people to a certain degree. So I get that to a certain degree. But what happens is when these white dudes, in many cases, when they date these sisters, they want them to have a certain mentality. And these dudes, that when they date dark black women, that don't stop them from thinking like white supremacists. And they want the women to think like white supremacists too. So these women will date these dudes and they start talking down to other black folks or start working with white supremacists against other black men and women. And that's the problem that I have. But what was the deal with your roommate?
Like when I used to live with her, will go out and she'll be saying certain things like if some black guys start passing, she'll say like I'm getting kind of nervous, I'm scared, scared like stuff like that.
Would the white dudes be around when she say that?
No.
Okay. Again, so she started thinking and acting like a damn white supremacist herself, talking about she's scared, nervous about a black man, and she's black as hell. You dig? So again, these people, man, that's the dangerous thing. They get around these people and they start thinking like white supremacists themselves, and that's the problem. Now, what do you look like, by the way?
I'm a dark female too. They say I look like some people say I kind of look like the girl from the Diary of Black Woman. So,
what's her name? Kimberly Elise?
Yeah, I think that's her.
Oh, okay, that's her name. And how old are you, Nicole?
I'm about 28, 23.
23, okay. And you slim?
I'm more athletic.
Okay, you like kind of muscular?
Like a track runner.
Oh, okay, well,
yeah.
I got footage of you right here. Is this you right here? Hold on.
Go. I'll never know, baby, when something now is taken.
There you go. So.
All right, I just want to hear your position on that.
Okay, I'm going to talk about that in the room. Thank you so much, sweetie. Okay. But yeah, like I said, and I've talked about that many times before, a lot of black people, especially a lot of sisters, and women in general, women generally take on the ideology of the men they will date. Just like a lot of Asian women. A lot of Asian women will date white guys and they will low-key take on some of those white supremacist views. But really, when a lot of black females date white dudes, especially darker women who've been kind of ridiculed when they were younger by black folks and black males, they get with white folks and they start taking revenge. So it's back to that. We get back into that whole plantation mentality. And again, not all dark sisters on that bullshit either. Let's be very clear. But again, the Negro bedwench mentality is a real mentality. There was a woman, and this is how the white supremacists work. And this is why a lot of times when these women date white males, and black people do this, black men do this too. Black folks learn to use a lot of code words. Black people, men and women, they use code words to let the white supremacists know that they're willing to work with them against other black people. I'm going to say that again. There's some black people who figured out to use code words to let white supremacists know that they're willing to work with them against black people. One thing they like to do, you got black males who try to say that they're black conservatives. When black males get around suspected white supremacists and start talking about their black conservatives, that's a code word. That's a code word for the white supremacists. A lot of black men do that bullshit. They get around and start talking this little slick shit about other black folks. So that lets the white supremacists know that they're good niggas. They'll do what needs to be done to get a pat on the head, to get a few butter biscuits. Because what happens is that the white supremacists, they also will, and I talked about this when I was in London, the white supremacists know how to test black people to see if they are willing to throw other black people under the bus. White supremacists like gravitating towards black folks who have low self-esteem. That's why they'll ask little questions like, so, Darnell, what do you think about the whole Mike Brown situation? They'll ask you that on your job just to kind of see where your head's at. Some white dudes tried to do that to me, by the way. I was doing some stuff with MTV. We were in Vegas. And I was in a car full of these white cats. They were kind of trying to see where my head was. And we're talking about Vegas. And that's when that whole OJ stuff, when he was in Vegas doing all that bullshit. And they were like, Hey, Tariq, what do you think about that whole OJ stuff, man? What do you think about that? So that was a test. See, they use stuff like OJ, Mike Brown. They use situations to see what your answer is going to be, to see if you're cool or not. Even at your job, they'll say, you know, this guy got shot up in Wisconsin. I don't know, man. You know, he might have been resisting arrest. I don't know. What do you think about it, Tyrone? So, if you say some shit like, well, he shouldn't have been out there acting a fool. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Tyrone. You want to have a drink? You dig what I'm saying? They test you out like that to see where your head is. They test you out to see where your head is. Now, if you say some shit like, well, you know what? The police were in the wrong. Then they'll be like, oh, okay. Okay, so I see you after lunch, Tyrone. You know, they'll change up. Oh, yeah, they've tried to ask me the OJ question. Oh, they've asked me the OJ question. And I hit them with this. Well, you know what? I'm going to need to see more evidence. Then they leave me alone. They know where my head is. I'm going to need to see more evidence. Cosmic Queen, don't ask me that again. Don't start spamming questions now. Don't start getting silly in here. Don't do that. But like I said, the white supremacists, they know how to ask certain questions, and black people know how to use certain code words now to get in cool with the white supremacists. Got it? So now black folks will get around certain white supremacists and start talking about black dudes. Oh, I'm a black conservative. Man, these single mothers, they start talking coon shit and they buddy up with the white supremacists. The white supremacists love a nigga talking coon shit. They love that. And with the sisters, very few sisters use the whole black conservative thing because a lot of women generally are not that politically inept. And I'm generalizing here, but generally women are not that big on political talk. So that's not I'm talking about women all across the board. That's very rare. You dig? Women are emotional voters, so to speak. So what a lot of sisters do who want to sell out, and I won't even say a lot because there's not a lot of them, but one thing is the black feminist thing. When they get around, black dudes say they're black conservatives, and these women start saying that they're black feminists. You dig? Black feminism has become a code word. Because these people most of these people who claim to be black feminists are not black feminists at all. They are not black feminists in any sense of the word. So they are pretending to be. And what they do, they use these code words to let the white supremacists know. When you say that, that's why a lot of these so-called urban outlets, they have black feminist writers, quote unquote. Was it the New York Times, New York Post, one of these news outlets, they just hired this one lady who claims to be a black feminist. Her name is, what in the hell is her name? What is her name? Her last name is Gay. Oh, I'm about to give y'all her name. Hold on one second. I think it's Rosalind Gay. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me see if that's her name. Rosalind Gay. Is that it? What is her name? What the hell is that lady's name? Her last name is Gay. And she's a black feminist writer. Fuck, what is her name? She just did a story. God, I wish I could think of that girl's name, that lady's name. Rosalind Gay. Shit, I can't think of her name. But she's a writer for either the New York Times or one of these magazines or one of these newspapers. And this one, I wish I had her name memorized, because this woman did a couple of stories. She claims to be a black feminist. She did a story, and she did a story with the New York Times, I think. She wrote a story talking about Margaret Sanger and praising Margaret Sanger. This is a so-called black feminist praising Margaret Sanger, talking about Margaret Sanger's face need to be on a $20 bill, some shit like that, how we don't praise Margaret Sanger enough. This is a so-called black feminist who's not a black feminist whatsoever. But she's praising Margaret Sanger. I wish I had this writer's name. Hold on. Is it Roxane Gay? I think that's it. Hold on, Roxane. That's her name. Roxane Gay. That's her name. Roxane Gay. I'm about to read this shit. Hold on. Sanger. All right, that's her name. Thank you for somebody helping me in the room. All right. She did an article for the New York Times. This is Roxane Gay, who's most recently, she's a professor at Purdue University. She's a black feminist. She wrote an article on March 20th. This is what she said in the article. Margaret Sanger, a woman's fighter. Margaret Sanger didn't just introduce the idea of birth control into our culture. She freed women from indenture to their bodies. Through her activism, Sanger introduced and eventually normalized the discourse about women's bodies and fertility so women could decide not only when, but if they would have children. And she just goes on, bragging about Margaret Sanger. She says Sanger, I'm reading the end of the article. She says Sanger was not without her controversies, but neither were any of the men who currently grace our currency. Placing Margaret Sanger on the $20 bill will remind us of what she's done for women and our reproductive health, and how the fight for reproductive freedom is an ongoing one. We need this reminder now more than ever. Let me give you the link to the article of this black feminist who's supposed to be for black women, and I told y'all, some of these people who claim to be black feminists are extremely anti-black woman. Do you know Margaret Sanger was a fucking racist-ass white supremacist piece of shit? Margaret Sanger was a piece of shit. And I hate to be emotional, but let me be more scholarly, all right? Let me take the street out of it. Let me be scholarly. Trying to say that she wasn't without controversy, that's taking it lightly. No. They're anti-black women too. Don't get it twisted. For somebody to sit up here and praise Margaret Sanger wanted to sterilize black women because she thought that black women were inferior. Margaret Sanger met with the Klan to come up with ways to get rid of black folks. They weren't trying to create a system of birth control to help people and help them make a choice. They were trying to get rid of black people. Margaret Sanger was part of the eugenics movement. Margaret Sanger was trying to kill black people off. Don't sit up here and try to paint Margaret Sanger as some type of hero. Margaret Sanger was a straight up and down white supremacist. This woman was trying to get rid of black people. She was on that old Nazism shit. Margaret Sanger was on that bullshit. See, they wanted to kill us off. This is why these people who claim to be black feminists, who are not black feminists, by the way, tell me how you supposed to be for black women and you supposed to like black women and you're praising Margaret Sanger? The eugenics movement morphed into Planned Parenthood. That's why there's so many abortion clinics in black neighborhoods to this very day. It was called the Negro Project. Planned Parenthood was called the Negro Project. They were trying to kill us. All of us. Dude, I'm telling you, these people who pretend to be black feminists, they don't like black women. Margaret, yes, she did. Real talk, Rob Willie. She called black people useless weeds. Just Google Margaret Sanger quotes. Just Google that. I'm familiar with Roxane Gay's work. Her name just escaped me from the moment. But there was another article that Roxane Gay wrote a few months ago that shows you her real mentality. Hold on. Let me read this other article that she had, that she wrote in October 2004. Let me read this other article she wrote. I'm going to send y'all the link. This shows you her mentality. This is an article. I'm going to show y'all the link just so y'all don't think I'm making it up. Now, this is a link that Roxane Gay, the supposed to be black feminist, which she hasn't proven to be doing anything for black women. This is an article she wrote as something called the New Statesman online or whatever. Roxane Gay, I have feared white men and I have loved them. For most of my life, I have lived in areas where I'm the exception rather than the rule. I have known white men. I have watched them play softball on Thursday night and mow their lawns. I have known white men. I have loved white men. This often surprises people. They read my writings on race and gender and they make assumptions. They think that a passionate desire for equality rises from a place of hatred rather than an abiding sense of fairness. They misunderstand equality as the destruction of one group, blah, 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 blah. There was the first boy I ever loved. Golden hair, blue-eyed. And then he and several other boys who were just like him did something terrible to me. It would have been easy, I suppose, to imagine that all white men were like that, brute, taking what they wanted as if it was owed to them. Perhaps I do think that of white men. Some days I cannot be sure. So sound like some type of abuse happened to this woman. So you have to read this article where she's talking about her love. She hate. She loves white men. Has feared white men. I don't know what they've done to her, but it sounds like some slave plantation shit. You gotta read the article. I don't know if they ran a train. I don't know what they did to her. I know in her picture, she looks like she's been abused. And it's some type of slave trauma. I don't know if some white dude sexually assaulted her, which was a horrible thing if it happened. But it's some shit where, just like black people on plantations, it's Stockholm syndrome. You've been abused and you come to love your abuser. Oh, can y'all see it? Statesman. Okay. Let me see if y'all can y'all see this? The links don't work? Okay. So just Google Roxanne Gay, I have feared white men. Just type that in. Roxanne Gay, I have feared white men. And that's very telling because there's another book that you guys should check out called Pieces of the Puzzle, written by a very sharp sister, written in the 90s. And this sister talks about black women who have sexual relationships with white males, why they do it, and the trauma that comes behind it. And she says, because she said she had some sexual encounters with white males too, the sister who wrote this book. And she says that a lot of women do it, black women do it because they have a subconscious fear of white males. They do a lot of stuff because they fear white men. Just like Roxanne Gay says, there's this fear. And they almost feel like they're obligated. It's that whole plantation thing. It's real deep, man. And this sister in this book talked about how a lot of black women shamefully had sexual relations with white males and they don't know why they did it. It's real deep, man. I'm gonna have to do a show about that. Yeah, just like it's that whole Olivia Pope thing. Olivia Pope is walking around, she's all confident and she's all self-assured, but the minute she get in the room with the Fitz guy, all of a sudden she's all dainty and don't know what to do. So it's some real heavy stuff, man. It's real heavy stuff, but people like with this mentality, again, they use these code words because they still subconsciously have a camaraderie with the white supremacists. These people are basically saying this. These people are saying this. They have this camaraderie with white supremacy. So this is why sometimes these people start revealing a lot of shit about themselves. So this woman has Stockholm syndrome. Some white people did something to her, but I fear and I love white men. She said it out of her own mouth. That's Negro bedwench talk. That's what a Negro bedwench would say in slavery. So these people, they're not trying to help no black woman. They don't give a fuck about no black women. And what they do when you call them out on being minions for white supremacy, they hide behind other black women. Hey, black women, he don't like us because he's criticizing me, so he don't like all of us. He don't like us. See, that they're trying to be slick and deceptive, like the white supremacists they're learning from. That's why black women, you're going to have to start calling these minions of white supremacy out. Black women, you're going to have to start calling these minions of white supremacy out for using you to hide behind. They hide behind black women while they do their fuckery. And they don't represent black women at all. But for anybody to get up here talking about Margaret Sanger is somebody who need to be praised, and Margaret Sanger wanted to sterilize black women and kill them all, they should be ashamed of themselves. They don't represent black women at all. So there's just too much fuckery going on that we got to regulate out here. Man. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here. I got to go upstairs and check on my sons to see how they're doing. And I got to check out The Walking Dead and all that good stuff. But anyway, family, don't forget to join me in Chicago. The game is going to be heavy. We're going to be out there with the sisters. The Black Women's Expo is going to be off the chain. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a ball. Let me let you know where you get your tickets to join us this Saturday. This is the website. Also, don't forget to go to TariqElite.com to get your gear, get your clothes, shirts, get your t-shirts, get your boots. It's cold out there. Get your Tariq Elite boots, ladies. Get those Tariq Elite boots. We got them in women's sizes too, ladies. We got them in women's sizes too. And I'm up out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Holla.